Invest. An undertaking beyond mere financial effort. The relentless pursuit for achievement that is greater than yourself. It's about the ability to believe, the aptitude to envision, and the ability to perform. Lanka Realty Investments PLC is proud to say that it is invested in ascending your vision to achieve your aspirations. The initial journey began over a decade ago in the United Kingdom, with the time and efforts invested by founders Hardy Jamaldeen and Archie Warman, two young entrepreneurs who pieced a property portfolio in the United Kingdom exceeding £400 million, which they subsequently profitably divested. In 2013, they set their sights on Sri Lanka, inaugurating their local operations by forming Steradian Capital Investments, a specialized real estate advisory, investment, development and management firm. The hunt was now on for real estate gems in Sri Lanka. Over a 4-year period, Steradian Capital Investments, along with their loyal investors, pursued strategic acquisitions of crucial land parcels in the central business district of Colombo, southern coast and northern coast of the island nation. Their first venture into the country was the acquisition of HJAW International and Dutch Bay Holdings, a combined land parcel of 86 acres in Punarin, just below the Jaffna Peninsula. Plans are afoot to convert this enormous extent to an agriculture, tourism and renewable energy asset. Currently, the site is developed as an agriculture plot with a fledgling coconut plantation of 2,600 trees. The beachfront is to be utilized for tourism, with the back portion of the property being utilized for renewable energy generation. In the long term, the entire coastal section will be positioned to capitalize on the growing leisure sector. 6 months later, a further 2 land acquisitions were made in Halfstorf Colombo 12 and an 804 perch land in Tudalla, Jaila, located 300 meters from the Jaila Expressway exit. The Halfstorf acquisition resulted in the creation of Lincoln's Inn Court, an office complex that exclusively catered to a division of the Attorney General's Department. It is now being converted into serviced offices. The property in Tudalla is to be developed into residential units comprising of houses and apartment units. This acquisition was immediately followed by the acquisition of Alexandra Holdings in Colombo 6, also known as AV15, with the intention of developing 6 modern luxury townhouses with facilities such as a garden, rooftop entertainment space, private parking, open-plan kitchen, double-height dining room, TV area and 24/7 security. In the 4th quarter of 2014, Marbury Holdings was acquired with a view of developing a semi-luxury apartment complex that would consist of 3 towers of 15 floors each. The project will have 3 floors of parking, 11 floors of residential apartments and a rooftop gymnasium and pool and a landscape garden, which is now under construction. An aggressive move into the leisure sector was made in the beginning of 2015 with the acquisition of Almond Trees, the owning company of the famous W15 Beach Club in the southern coast of Sri Lanka, Weligama. What was once a neglected property with a simple structure has now become potentially the highest per room revenue generating property in the country. In the subsequent quarter of the same year, Baseline Holdings was acquired. This sizable plot, measuring 229 perches in extent, is located in Colombo 9. The property is to be developed into 410 residential apartment units. Baseline Holdings has now received its development permit. In order to complement the acquisition of W15, another foray was made into the south coast of the island via the acquisition of Iluk Villa, also known as W15 Escape in Ahangama. Formerly known as the 3 by TPV, the property is an exquisite 10-key boutique villa that provides a discreet experience, cutting-edge design and delicate architecture that has made it one of the most sought-after resorts in the southern region. The strategic acquisition of 285 Dali Road took place in the 2nd quarter of 2016. The property measures 214 perches with direct frontage onto Dali Road, Colombo 10. Square in shape, the land benefits from dual road frontage. Planning permission has been obtained for a 1.1 million square foot development. In addition to investment, development and management of real estate assets, Steradian Capital Investments was directly involved in the key transactions and advisory assignments during its operating history. Some of the notable assignments are divestment of a 125-room 5-star resort to Amaya, the acquisition of an island, Kudara, in the Maldives by Amaya Resorts from J Resorts, the sale and relocation of the Canadian High Commission and the Ambassador's residence, the commercial operations and feasibility proposal for the Lotus Tower, the client being the Telecommunication and Regulation Commission of Sri Lanka. Buy-side transaction advisory on a 2-acre, 9-bedroom luxury boutique villa in the southern coast of Weligama. Sell-side transaction advisory on Grand Beach Hotel. In October 2017, Steradian Capital orchestrated the takeover of Ascot Holdings PLC, a real estate-related firm listed on the Colombo Stock Exchange in Sri Lanka. The putting in place of a strong governance structure, key amendments to the Articles of Association, and the formation of professional independent committees laid the platform for what the company is today, a proactive and aggressive player in the real estate sector in Sri Lanka. The initial takeover of Ascot Holdings PLC via the purchase of 45% of the company was followed by the mandatory offer, which resulted in an overall ownership of 78% by the fourth quarter of 2017. This was followed by the name change to Lanka Realty Investments PLC in the third quarter of 2018. A 632 million rupee rights issue was carried out in the fourth quarter of 2018, with the proceeds effectively utilized to settle all bank obligations, carry out necessary refurbishment work in commercial office buildings, and internally reposition the group's companies for further growth. Lanka Realty Investments PLC has within its group Lanka Realty Developments, the owning company of a commercial building on Dali Road, comprising of an approximate gross external area of 100,000 square feet. This building has now undergone a transformational refurbishment and has been rebranded as HQ Colombo. The building comprises of 8 floors of rentable space, automated parking for 56 vehicles, and a rooftop breakout area. HQ Colombo was successfully launched on 5th of September 2019. The manufacturing arm of the group is Amtrad. A fully owned subsidiary of Lanka Realty Investments, Amtrad is renowned for being Sri Lanka's oldest manufacturer of concrete blocks and paving stones and has been in business since the 1980s. Since its inception, Amtrad has serviced a wide range of large-scale contracts in Sri Lanka. These include the Sri Dalada Maligava paving project, World Trade Center, Dutch Hospital, Colombo Hilton, and the Gaul Road paving project, which is known as one of the largest urban projects undertaken in Sri Lanka. Lanka Realty Leisure and Lanka Realty Ambalangoda, 2 fully owned subsidiaries, were incorporated with the aim of capitalizing on the fast-growing Sri Lankan tourism industry. This subsidiary was set up to focus on the investment and development of 2 key hospitality assets. Under Lanka Realty Leisure, a 7-acre tented lodge in Yala is planned. Under Lanka Realty Ambalangoda, a 50-key hotel in Ambalangoda is planned on a property measuring 278 perches. In the third quarter of 2019, Lanka Realty Investments PLC embarked on its most ambitious undertaking in its 50-year history: the acquisition of 6 companies in the real estate sector via a share swap on the Colombo Stock Exchange. The 5.6 billion rupee acquisition share swap is considered as the largest to have ever taken place in recent history. Our real estate footprint has reached all the corners of the island nation, with further plans being drawn up to expand our reach even further. Our achievements thus far: total assets rose from 0 to 10 billion. Net assets rose from 0 to 7.6 billion. Market capitalization from 0 to 8 billion. Inward foreign investment from 0 to 7.2 billion, with weighted average project returns of 28% IRR. We will continue to invest our efforts to create exceptional value and will deliver tangible results for all our stakeholders. We are extremely confident that the admin acumen and expertise of our management will hold us in good stead for the future. As we move forward in time, we will invest our energies for the betterment of the nation by providing an inspiring vision for foreign investment and the real estate sector. We aim to be the best and the largest asset-backed income-generating unit in the country. Our future roadmap is clear. we will explore and pursue opportunities in the transforming port city of Colombo. Take on selective assignments in the refurbishment of offices in the old town of Colombo and actively engage in diversifying our real estate portfolios into student accommodation and industrial estates with long-term leases. Lanka Realty Investments PLC. Aggressive, relentless, with the passion to deliver.